Disney Princesses, The Beauty of Mistakes.
This is the story of how I died.
Don't worry, this is actually a very fun story, and the truth is, it isn't even mine. This is the story of a girl named Rapunzel.
Every morning, Rapunzel leaped out of bed with a huge smile on her face. Castle life was still very new to her, but she couldn't wait for the adventures each day would bring. She loved starting her day having breakfast with her parents, King Frederick and Queen Irina. She was fascinated by their lives and their royal duties. One day, Rapunzel told Pascal with pride, "My parents do so much. I think I should do something to help." "But what?" She saw a broom in the corner. "I know," she said. "I can help by doing chores around the castle, like I did in the tower." "Princess," gasped the housemaid, "please stop. I'll do that." So Rapunzel tried to do laundry instead, but each time she tried to help, she was told, "Princess, I will do that." Rapunzel didn't understand what she was doing wrong in the tower. She had taken care of everything. But the things she had done well in the tower seemed like mistakes in the castle. Rapunzel sighed out the governors for advice. "I don't think you know how to be a princess," she said, sighing. "What does a princess even do? A princess makes her parents and kingdom proud," the governess replied. She showed that she cares about her people. She patted Rapunzel on the arm and added, "It's brave to keep trying. I'm off to run some errands, but I'll be back soon, and we can talk more then." After the governess left, Rapunzel told Pascal, "Painting is my passion. Maybe I can make my parents proud by painting them a mural of my favorite things about Quran. Well, my favorite thing so far." She found an empty wall, gathered her supplies, and began to paint. "Pardon me, Princess, but you must stop," the governess said when she returned. "This wall is to be covered with a map of Quran." "I'm so sorry," Rapunzel said. "I wanted to surprise my parents with a mural, but I messed this up too." There, the governess comforted her. "It takes time to learn all the responsibilities of being a princess. The important thing is that you keep trying." The governess looked at the painting scene on the wall and said, "This really is quite lovely. I could never paint half of as well as you do." "Oh, I think you could learn to paint," said Rapunzel. "I wasn't always good at it. If you like to learn how to paint, I can teach you. In fact, I'm happy to teach everyone who wants to learn. We can start by inviting children to the castle for a day of art. That's an excellent way to show you care," said the governess. On the day of the art lesson, there wasn't a cloud in the sky. Rapunzel, Eugene, and the castle staff set up easels with large sheets of paper all over the courtyard. "What shall we paint, Princess Rapunzel?" asked one girl. "Whatever you see or imagine," said Rapunzel. Then she tapped her heart and added, "or whatever you feel." Rapunzel strolled through the courtyard, stopping at each easel and encouraging each young artist. "It was supposed to be a bird," sighed one boy, "but it made a lot of mistakes. I'm just not a good painter." Rapunzel said, "I know what it's like to feel discouraged. You're trying something new, so it might feel frustrating, but trust yourself and keep trying." She pointed to the colorful painting and smiled. "Personally, I think you've created a very special, one-of-a-kind bird." The boy beamed and said, "Thank you, Princess Rapunzel." He dipped his paintbrush in some blue paint and kept working. Seemingly out of nowhere, dark clouds filled the sky. Eugene said, "Oh, Rapunzel, I don't want to rain on your parade, but it looks like..." The rumble of thunder cut off Eugene's words. Suddenly began to pour. Everyone was getting soaked, and so were all the paintings. The castle staff helped the children dry off while Rapunzel and Eugene hung the paintings near the fireplace to dry. Her day of art felt like one more huge mistake. She wondered what would a princess do. Just then she noticed the light from the fireplace glowing through the paintings. "Eugene," she said, "what does that remind you of?" "The lanterns," he said, smiling at her. "The rain may have cut our painting lesson short, but we can still have our day of art right here," Rapunzel announced. The children gathered around as she explained her plan. "We're going to take these dried paintings and make them into lanterns," Rapunzel said. "Very special, one-of-a-kind lanterns." Soon everyone was having fun, turning their painting into small, colorful lanterns. Later, Queen Irina and King Frederick entered the room. "Mom, Dad, I've had the most amazing day," Rapunzel said brightly. "Things didn't go as planned, but maybe that would have been thanks to a mistakes aren't mistakes. They're just me being me, learning to try as I go along. And they're all steps to something beautiful, just like the lanterns we made today." "You're learning and trying on your own unique ways," said Queen Irina, "and that's what makes you a very special, one-of-a-kind princess."
This is the story of how I died.
Don't worry, this is actually a very fun story, and the truth is, it isn't even mine. This is the story of a girl named Rapunzel.
Tangled Light Hearts.
This is the story of how I died.
Don't worry, this is actually a very fun story, and the truth is, it isn't even mine. This is the story of a girl named Rapunzel.
Okay. Rapunzel has lived all her life in a tall tower, hidden from the world. Now with Flynn Rider's arrival, things are about to change. Flynn agrees to be Rapunzel's guide on a trip outside of the tower. Her first steps in the forest are fun! But her first glimpse of the kingdom is amazing. Everywhere Rapunzel looks, there's something new to see, hear, and do in this hustling and bustling place. Rapunzel listens to music and looks at works of art. She eats delicious food and sees beautiful lanterns. "Look," Rapunzel calls, running to the window of a small lantern shop. "Aren't they pretty?" Rapunzel explains to Flynn, "In the tower, I used to see lights in the sky over the kingdom. I even painted them on my wall." Rapunzel takes a lantern from the shelf. "When I was small, I had one just like this," she tells Flynn. "It reminded me of the floating lights." "I like to dream I'd see the lights up close one day," Rapunzel says. Flynn takes Rapunzel's hand. "You will," he says, and he leads her through the busy streets to the water. As night falls, Rapunzel looks up at the sky, alight with floating lanterns. So many of my dreams have come true today, she says. I wonder what tomorrow will bring.
This is the story of how I died.
Don't worry, this is actually a very fun story, and the truth is, it isn't even mine. This is the story of a girl named Rapunzel.